Hi Leo, this is Lateesha Bynum Hinton, astrologer and numerologist. This video is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. And I have for you your weekly horoscope for July the 29th through August the 4th. And you're going to see me looking down, and I have a chart that I have written out for you. And I'm just looking at that, and I've put all the planets in place. And so I'll just be talking to you based on what is happening for the week. Okay, so we have, first off, Leo, we have the same challenging energy that we were dealing with last week with the square between the Sun and Uranus and Mars, and then there is an opposition between the Sun and Mars. Okay, so for you, you are really highlighted because it's about Leo. The Sun is in Leo right now, and the Sun is your ruling planet, Leo. All right, so for you, the Sun is in your first house of self. Okay, and then Uranus is in your 10th house. All right, Uranus is in your 10th house, which is the highest part of the sky. This is your career area. And then we have Mars in an opposition to the Sun, and it's in your 7th house, all right, of partnerships, love relationships, and business relationships. So what does this mean? So for you, the question is that you are asking yourself is, are the partnerships that I'm in causing me to be able to move forward in my career as I would like to? Or if you're not a person with a career, your reputation in the world. Am I able to fulfill what my self came to do, what my soul came to do? Am I able to fulfill that with these partnerships? There is a level of frustration that is coming in with either business partners or love partnerships. Not someone that you're dating, but someone that you're either married to or you're in a long-term partnership. Maybe you live in the same house. So there's a frustration coming in here. And then, so where there is a square to the Sun and Uranus, and then to Uranus and Mars, you feel a frustration within that you need to make a change. You say to yourself, it's not working. There's angst, there's all this frustration that is happening, and then this prompts you to make a change, to decide which way you want to go. Do you want to go to counseling? Do you want to work on something, just amongst the two of you, or do you want to go to the point of separation or divorce? This is the type of energy that could usher something in like that for you. Okay, very challenging energy, but regardless, it's moving you to a place that you can express yourself the best and live your best life. Okay, so this is that type of energy, and it'll be lasting pretty much throughout the week. Then on Monday, July the 30th, we have a beautiful aspect that's going to last all week, and that is going to be Jupiter in a trine aspect, which is a really harmonious aspect to Neptune. So we have Jupiter in Scorpio, and we have Neptune in Pisces. So for you, we have Jupiter in Scorpio in your 3rd house of communication, and then we have Neptune in Pisces in your 7th house of in your 8th house. So your 8th house is the house of hidden things. It's other people's resources. So for you, with Jupiter here in your house of communication, in this beautiful aspect with your 8th house, this could mean that you are able to talk and receive blessings from your siblings, your neighbors, and people who are close to you in regards to resources. They may give you, just bless you with money. There may be a family member that you receive an inheritance from. There may be a loan that comes in, and you're able to communicate in such a great way to bring this in. If you need to go and talk to someone at the bank about receiving a loan, this is an energy that will really help support you in this, in this endeavor. If you need to get a grant or whatever it is, resources from others, this is a perfect time to go and talk about it. And you have the support of Jupiter to help it manifest and come through. Okay. Then we have a challenging aspect on the same day on Monday. We have the moon in conjunction with the sun. So we have the moon in Pisces, and then we have the sun in Leo. Okay. So an in conjunction is an aspect where the planets don't really understand each other. They're not communicating well. Okay. So you have Pisces in the 8th house, and then you have the sun in your 1st house. So here there is a feeling of discomfort that you may have. You may feel that something is hidden regarding your mother. Okay, with the moon, you may feel that all of the information is not there. This may be even with your father and your mother, that there is some miscommunication between your father and your mother regarding resources, regarding you, yourself. Okay. And so when we have this coming in, this could be something that brings up information about family issues between your mother and father that had never been brought up before, because we have the 8th house here. The 8th house is about hidden things. So there may be some miscommunication about this. Okay. And also we have Mercury in your sign, and Mercury is retrograde right now, and Mercury rules communication. So this just adds to that, this layer of miscommunication about possible hidden things. All right. And then we have on Tuesday, July the 31st, we have Saturn in Capricorn and a trine, beautiful aspect to Uranus. All right. And Uranus is in Taurus. So we have Saturn is in your 6th house of daily activity and work. And then we have Taurus in Uranus. We have Uranus in Taurus, and that is in your your 10th house. Your 10th house of your public self. Okay. So for you, your daily work and your reputation in the world are in good standing. You feel good. With Saturn there, you feel solid. Uranus is there to bring about change. So there could be a change in your status, your daily activity. So perhaps you get married, okay, because the 10th house is your status in the world. You could get married, and that changes your daily activity, and Saturn is there to ground whatever changes happen. Okay. So with Uranus being there, here's a change that comes in, but it's a good change. It's a much needed change. And then Saturn grounds your daily activity that are associated with this change. So your daily rituals, your daily work could see a change with this aspect. Okay. Then we have Venus in an opposition with the moon on the same day. Venus is in Virgo in your 2nd house. And then the moon is in Pisces in your 8th house. So here is this opposition coming in about, again, perhaps the mother. Moon is 8th house. Moon in the 8th house. Mother and love. Venus in your 2nd house. Perhaps there is some question about your mother giving you the nurturing that you need. Maybe there are some hidden things, some level of communication that you would like that would build your self-esteem regarding your 2nd house. Perhaps, you found out some information regarding your mom the day before, and then it left you feeling unloved, it left you feeling not yourself. And so with that opposition, there is an uneasiness about the information that came in regarding your mom, and then your self-esteem is possibly affected. This could also have something to do with finances. With the Venus in the second house has to do with your income, and then the moon feeling uncomfortable in the 8th house with the resources that you are receiving, and not feeling that perhaps you have enough to do what it is that you want to do. This is another way that this could show up. Okay. So then on Wednesday, August the 1st, we have Mercury in the sign of Leo in conjunction to Pluto. Again, in conjunction is a challenging aspect where the two planets don't really understand each other. So with Mercury in Leo in your 1st house, and then Pluto in Capricorn in your 6th house, there is a power struggle perhaps that you are feeling at work. Perhaps your co-workers are not speaking to you in a way that you feel good about. You don't understand them. Mercury, of course, is already retrograde. We talked about that. So, you may have co-workers that are up in arms, or they're speaking to you in a way that you don't understand why they're speaking to you in this way. This is definitely something that could show up. There is also, there's power struggles that show up. Pluto's involved. So there's perhaps someone who is trying to shut you down with what you have to say. Don't want to hear what you have to say, and trying to rule over you. And maybe they don't have the authority to do so. So this is a way that this could show up. Okay. Then on Wednesday, we're still on Wednesday. We have, that's it for Wednesday. Then we move on to Thursday, August the 2nd. We have the moon in conjunction to Jupiter. And we have the moon in Aries and Jupiter in Scorpio. So for you, the moon in Aries is in your 9th house, and Jupiter in Scorpio is in your 4th house. So 4th and 9th. So with this in conjunction, moon in Aries, okay, in the 9th, there is an issue with communication, as far as perhaps you're overestimating what type of, maybe if you want to go back to school and you are doing home study, you're doing online courses maybe from home, and then maybe you overestimate. You feel like you can handle all of this, plus work the job, plus take care of the kids, plus take care of the husband, and then perhaps you come to a realization that it's more than you can handle right now. That's something that could show up. That's just one example. If you are working from home, maybe you feel that you have, everything that you need, and then you come to find out that there is some other documents that you may need to have to handle the legal portion of it, to make sure that everything is in order with that. Okay, so this is a way that this energy can show up. A couple of examples. Then on August 3rd, Friday, August 3rd, we have Venus, the goddess of love. She's in conjunction. She's in your 2nd house, with the moon in Aries in your 9th house. Okay, and so with Virgo, Venus in Virgo, speaking to the moon in Aries, there is some miscommunication about your income, and perhaps what you were told you were going to get, maybe some profession legally, maybe you are a professor at the university, so there is this dis-ease within you about the level of income that you are receiving, and you feel that possibly you were misled, because the moon, with the moon there, things can be hidden sometimes, because she doesn't have full light like the sun. And then it could also show up in a way regarding the mother and some level of education that she gave you regarding money. There could be some, realization here that you didn't get all the information that you needed from your mother as it related to income and how to handle your funds, so forth. Okay, and then on Saturday, the 4th, we have Pluto in a beautiful trine with the moon. So the trine, of course, is a good aspect. So Pluto is in Capricorn, and that is in your 6th house of daily activity. And then the moon is in Taurus in your 10th house. So this is you feeling really good about and feeling empowered about your position and your career, okay, on this day. And then we have the sun in Leo square the moon in Taurus. So the sun is in your 1st house, and then Taurus is in your 10th. So here is a level of frustration that is coming in with how you feel about yourself in the world, your reputation in the world. There's a level of frustration that is here, and you're not feeling safe with your reputation in the world. You feel, perhaps misunderstood. And so again, when the squares come in, it is a level of frustration that comes in so that you want to change, okay, so that you want to get out of the position that you are in. All right, so that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. Again, my name is Lateesha Bynum Hinton. If you would like to have a reading with me, you can find me at LateeshaBynumHinton.com. And please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I appreciate you so much. And remember, no matter what happens, the universe is always conspiring to bless you, no matter what. Okay? Thanks.